Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Well, greetings everyone. Joining us for tonight's channeling. You see the Google Hangouts is upgrading a little bit, back to normal. Took some stuff away, brought some of it back. So, all right, we'll just get started. So, I believe more of the angelic realm is going to be connecting. That's all I know. So, fasten your seatbelts for that. That's the only thing I got. Maybe the elementals, maybe some little bit of that. So, all right, blessings, and here we go. Greetings, I'm Raphael. Lights you all. Send you light from the heavens as you go through a healing phase of soul understanding. There are so many on your world that is taking little things and making it into a big deal. Small little errors in their ways of looking at others, wishing to be them, not realizing that yourself is not, which is fine, mimicking someone else's energy, there's nothing wrong with that, a goal. But also you're taking what you are seeing and making it your own. But they're not always realizing that. In some cases. But here on your world, yes, makes it difficult to allow one to experiment. And experimenting is to experiment with being similar to others to find who you are. And you already do this, but it's not always done in a way where it can be fully connected to. So you can understand it fully instead of hiding much of it. As your earth awakens, some time for that. You'll be mimicking others and their laughs and their talks, but also making it your own, taking little bits here and there, as your aliens do. But now you have much more emotions than they do. A lot of vibrational energy that you can see. But you'll be connecting to this more once you let go of the fear. And a lot are carrying on anger at this time. And that can be easily removed if one allows it to be removed. But some are always worried what others think of them. That's fine. There are others to connect with at this moment. It's a new light. And not worry about the events of your world. Conspiracies, just live your life, not worry about these things. Many are intrigued, which is fine, because most likely you are involved with it in some cases, but for the most part, it's not matter. Just focus on yourself, bringing positivity to oneself, to be the person that you wish to be. Blessings. Greetings to you. I am Clement, a fairy king. Greetings from Agartha. Our energies are with you. Many of you are starseeds of our energies. Forgetting that, which is fine. Many are into fornications, is very much of the fairy way. But much more also within the fairies are leaders, commanders, within your military, within your business. You'd be surprised. Those are leaders that are around nature. They don't really make themselves known as they're connecting to nature. They go there to clear their heads. That is very fairy-like. And if they're not connected with nature, it's actually very Syrian, yes, and Zeta in some regards. Zetas have another way of connecting to nature. They use technology to connect with nature. You'd be surprised how they do it. Our connection here, while we are here today, is to let you know of our existence. We are watching you closely, not every detail, but for a good amount, we are laughing our asses off how humans are acting. But either way, it is still an amusement for us. To find one's heart is difficult. To let go of the human negativities is hard. Realizing you are of magic. Allow that magic to come about. You can control your destinies. As you more feel less controlled by this reality and that you are an infinite being, you will feel more controlled over your reality. Many are not fully aware of that. Not exactly. Yes, they might have their careers in order, but their lives are a mess. Personal lives. We see that all the time. The system does not work with everything, does it? Yes, it might help you financially, but personally, it does not help at all. Where it is actually designed to be in that regard. That's why much of your structures will be eventually removed as for society structures. In due time, in due time. Many of you will be living in the trees more. Over time. We have more trees than you have buildings. In due time. But we are here to connect, assist. We're happy to answer your questions also, if you have any.
Yes, the first one is from Amy.
Hi, yes. So my first question is regarding the dream I had last night. It seemed like there's people being interrogated or terrorized and bludgeoned at the same time. And then I had a friend who she tossed her baby really hard and it opened the baby up and healing it. Can you tell me where I was and why it was happening what it did?
And this was a dream, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it does seem like you were in the lower realms at that time. And taking I don't believe this one has a baby. Does this one have a baby currently?
I don't think so. I think I know yeah, I think I know her. Yeah, she doesn't have babies, but she had two. They look like 3 month, like 4 month old. Like they were crawling, and one she got mad at and threw at stairs, and it opened, caused like open wounds on its head and its body.
Well, that's one of the reasons why she does not have any babies. She was not. The thought of it was not. Just the idea of having a child was not in her plan in this incarnation. So but yes, you're connecting to the lower realms at that time. Also helping her release a lot of that negativity. She's been going there a lot recently, it seems. So you're just there for a healing process, but I believe there's much more to it than that, but they're not going into details at this moment.
Okay, and my next question is, are there any messages for me?
Well, not to worry about that dream. It is just a clearing that you're going through, it seems. You're letting go of the past. You're renewing yourself. I believe you feel some of this going on.
Oh, yeah.
So most likely, we might have dreams like this. You're just clearing out, basically. But that one, you had a dream that you were assisting that one match, and you still are. But much of that was from the past.
Oh, okay.
But as for your direction here, it seems you are where you need to be. And I believe you'll feel many portals around you, and possibly even going through them might feel you're in another world to some degree. Possibly.
That sounds.
There's a lot of elemental energies there, a lot of portals of healing that your humans are not fully listening to at this time. Words of wisdom come through them, and eventually they will be heard.
Thank you very much.
Yes, greetings, blessings.
Blessings to you.
I totally forgot to say welcome, Fairy King.
No,
I think everyone is very happy to hear you and speak to you. The second question is from it is from Bianca, and her first question is there any messages for her?
At this time, she's going through a lot of clearing, it seems. From her guides that are assisting, it does feel like she has new guides also. She is renewing herself, internally and externally also. Most likely she will feel new guides around her, I believe from the Syrian and Arcturian energies. Soon she will feel, or now. But she is blessed. The angels are assisting her on a new direction from what we are seeing.
Yes. Sorry, very good. And her second question is, what is my connection to Aphrodite, goddess Aphrodite?
There is much there as for a past life connection. Yes. As for knowing who Aphrodite was, I believe you were around that one's incarnation. Now, many have different versions of this. Parallel lives. There's so many of them. Assyrian was Aphrodite. Of course, others would argue with that. But I believe she was part of the Assyrian version of Aphrodite. And she was in that incarnation with Aphrodite. And she's had other incarnations with Aphrodite in other worlds, I see. Even before this incarnation, from what we are seeing. And she does connect to Aphrodite for knowledge and wisdom, it seems. Blessings.
All right, very good. And the second question, second person. So I gotta find it here. It is Christy. And Christy's first question is, who was the friendly Komodo dragon that was smelling me in my dream? Yeah, friendly, yeah.
Yes. I believe the name Klesh. Something around those lines, and not Klesh. And this is a guardian spirit being, I believe, assisting this one's energy field. Allowing, I believe, more opening up her crown chakra, it seems, so she can receive more data from her galactic friends and also angel friends. I do see a change in her timeline also. I wish she is already aware of this, though. This one's coming quite soon, from what we are seeing. Thank you.
Very good. And her second question is, what message does Max Spires have for me?
She rests well. She's doing a lot in astral, assisting his voyages. She is second in command, you can say. A lot of governmental energies. He is still battling what you call your Illuminati system. And she is there to help him escape at times when he gets too over his head. So he pushes it to the level from what we are seeing before they want to eradicate him, it seems. But she opens up a portal for him to escape every time, it seems. But he's undoing a lot of what the shadow work they're doing on this planet. He is unraveling it seems. Which helps many awaken. When they hear his name, they awaken to a certain degree. So he has a lot to do with those finding his material. Thank you.
That is very good. Awesome. And the next one is Humberto.
Greetings.
Hello, Clement.
Yes.
I was still deciding my questions. Oh boy. I guess I'll ask this. I wasn't sad when I was very young in my father's funeral. I wanted to know why that was.
Well, it does seem like you helped him cross over. But also, you knew him so well that you already knew he was on his way out. And you didn't fully know, but you did know. So it did not affect you as it might have any other child. You had a very close connection to him from what we were saying. One of the reasons you came into this incarnation, to help him leave. That's part of it. There's much more to it than that, it seems. but I believe you're still connecting in astral from what I'm seeing. Laughter, I see a lot of happiness there. I do not see sadness. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. How can I better see and hear fairies, or I guess elementals? I know that I can see like little dots of light that behave in different ways, and sometimes they blink or move.
Well, usually we are. Usually we are small, but we can also be big. We can't be little people. Normally you see us in the corner of your eye, you thought you saw something, but nothing's there. That's usually us. Usually we're there to give you ideas, but to see us is to allow the elemental energies to come through. Just, you can say in your mind, can I see some of you or all of you? And you might feel a bunch of little people looking at you. And most of them are laughing, but not at you, but in some might be, but most aren't. It's all good here. Let's put it that way. But you can learn a lot from us. Patience, you can learn from us. Style, yes, we're very good at styling our hair and things of that sort. Clothing, we're very good at also. There's much more. Survival. Connecting with nature, yes. If you want to connect with nature, you can connect to that. Elementals ask us how to connect, but first you have to get to us. So one thing after the other, but we can also assist you connecting to nature if some of you are having difficulties with that. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yes.
This next person is David Allen, and I have his questions here. And his first question is, any messages for me from anyone? It was from David Allen.
That was funny. I don't believe he's a tall person, but I do see him as a very tall person. An astral. Sometimes 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. Meaning you are a large presence in astral. A commanding energy also, because you go into worlds, I believe you're already aware of this, where you cloak yourself as just a normal person, does not have any magical skills, but every once in a while you will do something that will change events. One moment. This much here, one moment. It does seem like there is a female presence around you, a Palladian, a queen-like energy that is around you, assisting you. Maradana is the name I receive. And she is a Palladian presence that is assisting your time here. I believe you've forgotten much of your connections with her. I believe she's a blue Palladian from what I'm seeing. She does have pointy ears at times. I think she's doing that because I'm here. But she is a watcher, a protector of yours that you can connect with. She's been warned. You are a teacher of hers, but also she's watching out for what you do not see. You made a deal with her some time ago, it seems. Thank you.
And his second question is, what have my hybrid children been doing?
That's a good question. Learning a great deal amount about the reptilians and how to not be afraid of them. I do see your hybrid children around rabbits. A lot of rabbits. For entertainment, but also for educational purposes, it seems. A lot of rabbits. A room full of rabbits. And not just all animal, like alien also. They seem to be watching over your hybrid children, at least some of them. I see a room full of them, so it seems like your hybrid children go there for play, it seems. But they're not saying where, but I don't believe that matters.
Yes. Okay. The next one is Daria.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi there.
Greetings to you. Yes.
Greetings to you. So, I was wondering what maybe our connection is.
Our connection?
Yeah.
Are you sure we have one?
I don't know. That's why I ask.
We go to the elemental worlds for healing, for laughter. Seems like many elementals come to you to fix your hair, to as for a connection with me, I do see a lot of nymphs around you. I believe that's mostly the connection we have. I see a lot of nymphs that go to you to see this human process go, because in their reality, they do not have the things that you have in your reality, so they come and you even have conversations with them, you just don't remember.
Cool. Yeah.
That's funny. Any other details on that? I'm not receiving a whole lot on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of cryptic though. But thank you. And do you have any other messages from anyone out there that sticks out at the moment?
Yes, they say you're letting go of the past, your guides. Yes, there's a male energy that is very narcissistic. I believe you know who this is. He's being manipulated by the reptilians. That is why he's bothering you in astral. And he is manipulated, and they're having difficulties removing that. And he's becoming very much like them. Like the reptilians, the negative reptilians at least, becoming narcissistic. He's almost changing form. But he does not even look human anymore. He's an astral. I believe you already see this.
I have a connection with him as a...
Yes, of course.
Okay, I need to dig into that too later.
Yes, this is a recent love triangle that is no longer.
Cool. That is.
And this one is morphing into another creature we're seeing, unfortunately, because he's diving into his negativity. And it's a great amount of it. So other beings are feeding him negative narcissism that they're controlling him basically, but he's allowing them to be controlled. What we are seeing. But as your astral connection does not seem to be letting go anytime soon. But I believe you'll be able to, at least some of this will help.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. There's an Archon belt. He's wearing an Archon belt around him at this time.
I see that now. Yeah.
Yes, so you can say he's being pulled in their collective. Yes, in some ways he was there before, but now he's fully being drafted, you can say.
Yeah. Okay, this will turn out interesting. I'm waiting for it. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. There's actually more, but we do.
I will have another private one soon coming, so.
Yes. Well, you want to add this one. He is looking dragon-like, but not of the positive dragon. You want to add that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
Much love. Bye.
Okay, next one is Mark.
Hi.
Yes.
Nice to connect to you. Can you watch if I have any message for me today?
One moment. It seems like the Arcturians are assisting your path. At this time, you're going to many Arcturian worlds at this time. for knowledge. You are part of hybridization programs. I believe you're aware of this to a certain degree. You are part of many dragon worlds also, and they're essential. Yes, the dragon worlds you seem to go to often. To become one of them, but also to bring earth knowledge to them also. To create another timeline where it's earth-like, they can learn your lessons through a dragon's point of view. They're warning emotions. Yes, they've had incarnations here, but you're assisting much with the emotions, it seems. There's more to that, but that is all they have at this time.
Okay. Do I have more message?
Is there from a certain place?
Any form. Okay. Go continue. Continue.
I don't
Okay.
hear that. But... Let's see if there's anything else. Yes, there is felines. Alien felines you are connecting to, I believe, with your Gertfignir. I do see another ship is being put together, and you're involved with it. The AI energies of that ship you are assisting with at this time, it seems. You're assisting the felines. Your expertise with the Greys has helped with that, is what I am seeing at this time.
Okay.
That is the message.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, next one is Peter.
Hello, greetings, comments.
Greetings.
I'm curious. Last night I meditated and I could see many beings, and I believe they were helping me to make me more present, and I could see a lot more in my third eye. Many beings, and I was just curious, and I feel like I'm becoming more of my true self is like more present here. Am I picking up on this correctly?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's awesome. I'll continue to do that.
You might see yourself Arcturian. I see a lot of Arcturian with you. I'm not sure if you see that, but I see it.
I saw many blue beings around, last night.
Yes, I see you turning into this blue being. You might see your higher self as an Arcturian blue being.
I've been very curious about that. I sometimes see my higher self as reptilian as well.
That is
like
true.
A reptilian angel.
It's connecting to many things. With Arcturian, it seems like you are connecting to at the strongest we are seeing. Enhancing your creativity. We're also settling the energies here. Sending out your message to those that will hear it, helping them awaken.
That's awesome. Just a general
here, but that's fine. Yes.
Yeah. Many of that. Just a general message from if someone's trying to give me a message.
Just Archangel Michael says he has removed a lot of reptilians from you. Some of them have been kind of trying to possess you to a certain degree. Reptilian angels, they just want to experience to be human. And they feel channeling into, they don't mean you harm. It's just that they are overexcited. That's happened recently. Not sure if you've felt that, but it has been, you might feel very tired or drained. That has a lot to do with it.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Much love.
Yes.
Oh, you got more.
There is a message from the Palladians also. You are helpful to them of how to speak to humans. You've been connecting to them on their ships, on how to translate their message to humans through dreams, through astral. You have been a great teacher to them for a long time. It's just, you might start seeing them more around you. You might, I believe you have, and you know what I'm speaking of, but You are, through children, it seems to be the easiest. Through dreams, the more the adult the person gets, the more reluctant they are to connect to what is around them. It's like playing the piano. When you get older, it becomes difficult. But when you're a child, it's much easier.
Wow. Thank you very much for all that.
Yes.
Thank you. Much
You're
love.
welcome.
Yes, next one is Miguel. And I have Miguel's questions here. His first question is the Atlantis Hall of Records still located at the Bahamas, Yucatan, and Giza, as Edgar Cayce predicted?
Yes, there are many places. That is one of them, yes. Protected at this time in a fourth density energy. The third density. It can be brought down to third, but many are they're reluctant to allow it to be seen. So it's at another dimension at this time. But that location is correct.
Yes, and he's also asking if there is another messages for him.
Yes, Archangel Michael seems to be quite busy among many here. At this time, Michael is assisting this one, Miguel, connecting to his inner child, letting go of the past, so he can see his future more clearly. I believe in astral, Miguel talked to Michael to allow him to see more, and they've been having a conversation for some time now. It's like, I'm not sure if you're ready for this. Yes, I am. It's like, what about if I give you too much? You might not feel like another person. So it's been going on and on and on for some time, it seems. But now they seem to have come to an agreement where much of this will start to, his inner child will be healed so he can open up his chakras, his crown chakra more clearly. Connect to his Atlantean histories. I believe there's another reason why he asked that, is there's much there of his past as in Atlantis that has been hidden within him. What we will start to crack and open itself up. He was a guardian of many crystals, but also a teacher of many children. Also, he was alien at first, but then became human and continued his teachings. There's much more to it than that. Thank you.
This next one is Michelle.
Good evening.
Yes.
Or whatever time it is in your world. I would love to hear a super fun story about any of my connections to the fairy realm. Otherwise.
Oh, yes. Your fairy connections are quite lovely. I do see a practical joker with your energy with them. Always playing jokes on everybody, but it's all in good taste. Well, not always in good taste, but either way, it's all good. It is of, yes, you like to sleep on leaves of plants, of course, as elemental. That is, many do this, but that was a luxury. We do have little huts and things of that sort, if you're wondering. But you like to live out among the trees and just to, bear it all, whatever it is. But party animal also, we do see a lot of that. But a lot of music. I believe, yes, you're connecting to toning. That has a lot to do with your musical experiences as a fairy. Because you go to places as a fairy, go to humans that are down and, just ready to, drink a whole gallon of beer or whatever it is. And you would sing to them to cheer them up. Of course, and not fully, it did help them. And this happens now, and that has not stopped. That still goes on.
It does, in fact. I don't know. That doesn't sound like me at all. Or maybe it sounds exactly like me.
Yes.
I would love to hear a message from whomever, my highest good at this time. And thank you.
Yes, Archangel Gabriel says he's been going through your past lives, healing them with you. You've been going together to the past. Also, your children are there also. Past connections that were not always are the most positive. You're healing those connections so you can have a more positive connection in this life. The children connection is very much a family connection through so many different past lives. It's gone on and on and on. So this is not your first encounter, far from it. And no matter the difficulties, you always seem to, I believe the three of you always seem to connect no matter what. No matter what, who is going through what, you're always, because you're learning from each other. So you've always had this connection. So no matter what the faults are, you're there to fix those faults together. So it's always been a strong bond forever, from what I've seen. Hopefully that is helpful.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Much love.
Yes.
Yes, and next one is, sorry, it is Daniel.
Hello, Clement.
Greetings.
Oh, I'm not sure. I couldn't hear you there. It cut off.
Yes, greetings.
Okay, it seems to be cutting off, but I'll just ask anyway. Blessings to you. The first question I had has to do with like how lately I feel like the sense of knowing that I have a lot of channeling to do about my history and things like that of that sort, but it just feels this feeling of it just feels like work. It just feels boring, or it feels like very unfun to work with, and I don't really want this kind of relationship with channeling and my own history or anything like that. I would like to know if there's any messages or any advice about that.
One moment. What your guides are saying to channel for recreation and to, yes, give your galactic lifestyle, yes, a break, if you wish to channel at all. That's only if you wish to. There are other things you can connect with. There's much going on in Algartha you can connect with, but it's also, that doesn't have you involved with it. Also, your Earth governments do have a parallel life, parallel dimension that they do connect with. And you can connect to that for fun if you wish. I know I'm not sure if that's fun, but I believe it is fun to a certain degree. Especially how they're making asses of themselves all the time.
Oh, yes. By the way, I do feel their energies like kind of making it this, I don't know why, but a lot of what you're saying is being very laggy. I'm not sure what that is, but hold on. Yeah.
That's okay. You are coming clear here for us.
Okay. I guess that's what's important. I can always watch this back.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. What was I going to ask? But I don't know. My second question would have to be, as I was waiting for my turn to speak and ask questions, I felt this reptilian presence, who I felt is very manipulative. I feel the name Klephos or something like that goes with him. Could you tell me more about him?
It's a being that wishes to attach itself to you. To live as human. Understands elemental, we see this very clearly. Connecting to an alien doesn't always bring this knowledge about it. Many aliens connect to humans so they can, that's as human as they're going to get, unless they want to have an incarnation here. Those reptilians are doing this, they're wishing to live through your life, basically. And that one is doing no different. And that one is kind of militaristic, as you can see, and manipulative. I don't believe it's actually a negative being. It's just not exactly of your best interest. It is not knowing any better. But how to get rid of this one is just to tell him to find something else to do with his time. There's only so much your alien friends can do to remove these beings. When they're becoming obsessive, it's difficult to always remove them. Just like humans.
Oh yeah, just another thing I have to deal with. Great.
Well, with that, yes. Well, you are like a very what do you call it? Your life here is a movie that many aliens want to watch, so they can watch it through your theater. You can say. So, and you allowed all of them to come through. Also, there's much more to that, but that is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I can definitely feel that energy, even though I couldn't hear all of it. I do feel the idea that you're trying to convey. Yes.
Just tell them to just show's over, come back a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really have much physically going on, at least. So, I mean,
but they still see the world through your eyes.
Mm.
I do see that. So they are peeking through to see your point of view, your feelings on certain things. So that's where they're getting their observation from at this time.
I see. Thank you very much.
All right, next one is Lucy.
Hello,
Lucy.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Yes.
I would like to know what we do in Astral together. My general connection with you or the fairies.
Well, when you connect to the fairies, there are parts of the time when you don't want to come back into your human incarnation, which is fine. So, but you are understand you are surrounded by fairies all the time. You might not always see them, but yes. But they are. You have your
entourage.
Entourage is a good word for it. So I was going to use.
Yes, I send them. I send them to people sometimes.
But yes, and actually, you go to them, you party, you do all the things you want to do, love making, whatever it is. You go travel. You do everything. You have all your, you can say, have all your fun there, and you come back here. But understand, you're learning so much. You are within the fairies very powerful, and to have this incarnation, they're learning through you. So it is a very important incarnation.
Yes, I realized that.
Yes, they're seen, as I said before. But for you, others it's aliens. For you, it is elementals are seeing it through your eyes, feeling the human emotion. It is quite educational for them. So they know how to heal humans on this world. They go by which you are feeling.
Right. So, okay, my second question would have to do with, unfortunately, my favorite tree in the whole wide world, it just died right after my best dog in the whole wide world. And its body is still here, and she was a really great tree. And I'm leaving her and letting vines grow up. And I was going to make some little huts in there for you guys. I was wondering, what particular flowers do you like the most?
All flowers. What are the flowers that you feel comfortable with? What are the ones that you love? Because we love them too.
So all of them, not just ones to wear, but
the ones that you are in love with right now.
Yes.
Because when we come to you, we feel your love, and so we love them even more.
And so this poor tree that her body is still there. I can make huts there instead of just putting birds and stuff, and fairies would still like to be in the tree too.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And I will see you soon.
Of course.
Yes, and next one is, I think got it here. Sorry. It is Sheena.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hello, how are you?
I am doing well.
Good. I was learning that I have a connection to the fairies. So I was, yes. So I was wondering, could you tell me about the what kind of fairy I was, or yeah, something nice.
A dragon fairy. One that talks to the dragons.
Oh.
There are different types. Yes, all fairies can talk to dragons, but there are certain ones that, like you have in your, what is it you call it? Your House of Cards. No, that's what's cool. Either way, your dragon movies that are out right now. Game of Thrones. It is, yes, that is a very boring version of the elemental world, but you are very much a dragon fairy. Fly with the dragons, speak to them telepathically, very family oriented with the dragons. Of course, there are other elementals that connect, but you have a very personal connection there with dragon blood. So you have a particular mission in that as a dragon fairy.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. And do you have any messages for me?
From us or from...
Or anyone. It's okay.
Well, there's two messages. One is from us, that you are, yes, protected by the gods of Agartha. And they do exist. There are energies there of several god energies. Female, male, different animal energies, like you call some are worshiping the gods, but that they're connecting to much of the elemental energies, actually. And what you are doing is bringing life back into this earth. Yes, you've taken on a task here that is very difficult. But it's also, in some ways, you're sacrificing yourself to a certain degree, but also clearing out the negativity, clearing out the dark angels, allowing the healing angels to come and be heard. The dark ones are heard the most, as you can see by the negativity on your world. But you are clearing a lot of that out, as you are aware. Allowing more of the Archangel Michael and the other much angels that of the whites to be heard more clearly.
Okay.
So I just said to continue on. And around those that are very negative, most likely you will feel a dark angel around them.
Yes, I do that sometimes. I feel them. Okay, thank you so much, and much love to you, and blessings. Goodbye.
Yes.
Very well. It is now Terence. And I have got Terence's questions here.
Yes.
Are there any messages from him? I don't know who him is. For anyone?
For him, most likely, from what I'm connecting to. Message from the Archangels. The Archangels have been clearing his energy field recently. There has been negative energies around him from reptilians and other. He's like a negotiator, from what we are seeing. A very positive negotiator to allow this earth to breathe again. And our Archangels are clearing out his energy field, because there's been tampering by negative beings, but nothing to worry about. They have been draining his energy slightly because they're not liking what he's hearing. And Astral, he does much of this, but during the day also they are around to bully him to a certain degree. But the Archangels and other angels are there to assist. But if he closes his eyes and just lets in to at least see who's around, most likely you will see. Of course, that's with everyone. You will see someone, I believe it, of course, but You will see an entourage of different beings, but it's also he's part of a council of healing, it seems. Thank you.
Yes, great. And his second question is, do I have anything from my other aspect, Reginald? I don't know how to pronounce that, but Reginald, from the starship Athena.
Yes, that is being seen in your skies. Some have actually seen that ship. Yeah, have made themselves known. They know when they are making their ship uncloak, of course, and they know who is going to see it or not to get their attention. And his other aspect is doing this often. It's a slight awakening. And he's also involved with crop circles that are popping up every now and then. As for message, the main message there is this: if there's a ship sighting, he is on that ship. But it is for this one to figure out which one. Thank you.
All right, yes. And second one is, it is Stephen. I have Stephen's questions here. I had a dream. First question, one dream I had, there was fireworks, and yesterday at my job, they fired off fireworks. And any connection to this? Thank you.
I believe they're just trying something new with that. But it was in a dream, and then it happened at his work. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I will repeat it.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, now you're receiving this. One moment. Yeah, this is going to be very cryptic. He is connecting to. One moment. Yes, that is a very heavy energy with that. It is. There's only a little bit if I can go into this. They're not being too clear. They are holding back a lot, but it is part of his. It is showing that he's on track, but also is very involved with where he is working. Also, he plays a more heavier role in other dimensions of its inner workings to keep it peaceful, keep it less corrupt. I see. So there's other aspect that seems to be involved with this, because there is some hint of corruption here and there, but through the works of the other dimensions, there is a positive working there. And it's just showing that he is very close connected to where he is. As for why there's a dream with it, others would interpret it differently, but that is what I'm receiving at this time. Thank you.
Yes, and his second question is there any messages for him?
Yes, it also does seem what we are seeing is that you will be starting to see a Pleiadian aspect, such as the one I was mentioning, come into your dream every once in a while. It is a version of you, yes. It might say it's a brother or a father to just misdirect that, but possibly it will say it is you. It depends. But it's not to misdirect you. It's just it's like an inside joke, basically. But it's still connected to you. This one will show up in your dreams, and most likely, let's see here. The reason your dreams are so open is you're connected to many councils, of course. But the Pleiadian Council is very much in bringing the light into the center of this earth. You play a heavy role here. Yes, you might be of ordinariness as for being human, but you're playing a large galactic role. That's why a lot of that's being allowed to be remembered. And much more will be remembered also. You are shifting the earth into more of a positive timeline also, as you are all doing, but Stephen's playing a heavy role. And I believe he's had some indication of this already. But he will start to see more of it coming soon, it seems. And those that call his dreams, oh, those are just dreams, but he's assisting many to see the same dreams he has. Or you want to know somebody and they'll say, "Wait, I had the same exact dream you did." So, thank you.
All right, and I have my questions here.
Yes.
Is there anything, any message from Enki, if you can connect to it?
Of course.
I know there is, but yeah, if there's anything he wants to tell me.
Well, yes, he is apologizing for what I am seeing.
Oh.
Yes, it has been getting kind of out of hand. I believe mostly in astral has been getting out of hand. The temper that's been getting... It does seem to be showing you crystal cities and astral that are connected to this earth, mostly the tunnels that lead to Atlantis. Now, these are from other worlds that you cannot see, that are in the solar system. And these other worlds are connecting to the Atlantean knowledge and much discussion of allowing this to be seen. The more the Atlantean knowledge coming into your reality.
All right, all right. I feel like I'm healing him. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. You're teaching a wild goose, it seems. Yes,
yeah,
he is.
It feels like that.
Sometimes he shows himself as a goose. That's from what I'm seeing. Just very talkative and very moody.
Yeah, very moody. That's very much him. And also, I was gonna ask, is there any message from anyone?
I also received this before I go into your other question. The Enki, yes, does, like you see in your cartoons, where a being would turn into us, he transforms himself often to how he's feeling. So it turn himself into whatever his emotion is going through. It can be a duck, it can be whatever it is. I don't think he turns himself into a cow, but he does change himself into what it depends if he wants to get his message out.
Okay.
I do see him do it.
All right.
Most of this is an astral from what I'm seeing, but yeah, he wanted to let you know that. As for messages for anyone, message from the Prime Creator, as you have been moving up, connecting to the angels, teaching angels of how to interact with humans. You've been teaching angels of also... It does seem like new angels, when they're created, you are very much welcoming them and very much involved in their work on this planet. I do see them being created and you are involved with their interaction with others. You welcome them. You take them under your wing. You do have several that you work with, it seems.
That is interesting.
Yes, the Prime Creator says you're allowed to, you are ready to hear this, basically.
Okay.
It goes much further, of course, because these angels go to other worlds, and then they connect to other worlds, and those worlds, those aliens, connect to this planet. So it does help. It has a long connection there.
Okay. Yes, I understand that. Yes, I know what it is. And I have only the last person here, Bryden.
Yes.
And his question is, I helped a bee get out of my house yesterday, was wanting to know if it had a message for me, the bee.
Yes. There's many messages within this bee. The main one, that his powers will go to the level he is looking for. And the reason that bee connected to him is he wanted to get a close look at him. He's heard about him and wanted to see him for himself. Of course, when he did that, he got caught in the house and didn't know how to get out. He's not used to being in a house. If he knew how to open up a door, he would have, but he doesn't know how to do that. So others, he's of course connected to nature, and so this attracts. This one, this was curious to know, to see this one.
Yes. Second question: Are there messages for me from those around me, higher self or guides?
Yes, your higher self is saying, yes, you're connecting to the elemental and energies more than you might realize. In astral, you're cracking yourself open, meaning for your abilities to shine out. You're still going through a learning phase, it seems, but you are going to make yourself public when the time is right, if you wish to channel or just have the channeling does live with you. But also there's so much more. You can consciously channel, I believe, the Atlantean knowledge. I do see much Atlantean energy with you. I believe a lot of this would actually come to you quite easily once you understand how to receive it. Mostly just become thoughts and ideas in your head. That is what I am seeing. If it's not coming through now, it will. Your higher self is assisting this, as you're, yes, a very strong Atlantean in the past. And you come here to unlock much of the gates. There's much more. You have connections to other beings, but the Atlanteans is very strong. It's not something they bring up very often, it seems. Thank you.
All right, great. That was it for everyone. There is no questions left.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming, King. It was nice to have you here. We felt your healing energies.
Yes, and it's when you connect more with the elementals, you will feel less stressed and more in a loving mood. Many are in a loving mood here, but they bring their stress with the loving mood, and it just bring the love and leave the stress somewhere else. Blessings to you.
Blessings. Blessings.
Thank you. Anybody have a
Yeah, I can do one.
blessing? Oh,
If there are others.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shukrutan dirkm varam bof. Varakum shumaihim. Varakakakum. Shukai lalaim. Inahanulukuhum ma'at. Revaruch. Rukum tool. Shemarovakam. Varektush.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Amran, for moderating. So blessings all. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ivan.
Blessings. And everyone have a great weekend.